Is this thing on? I think it might be. Hi! Welcome on in, y'all. This is weird. This feels weird. But I'm here. Hello. Hello, hi. First things first, I hope everyone is doing juicyfully. I hope that 2026 has been treating you okay. It's mine has been interesting. We'll get into it, but mine has been rather interesting. We'll get to it. But firstly, I hope that y'all are doing well. Let me just confirm that chat isn't in sub only or something of the sort, because I remember that happening in a previous stream, so I hope that is not the case. Let me know. It doesn't say anything about that on my end, so I think we're fine. But let me know if we're not indeed fine, and I will promptly correct that. In any case, welcome back. It feels weird. It feels weird to be to stream again. But welcome back. It feels really good to be back. A lot has happened since the last stream. I have a mullet now that I love, and I feel really good about that. However, I am no longer employed. Which, you know, in hindsight, now that's a good thing. But, you know, obviously, it didn't feel good for it to happen. So, in any case, let's go one thing at a time. So, firstly, I would like to apologize to you all for kind of disappearing for a whole month and not really posting about it. But it is what it is. Unfortunately, a very uninteresting, or what am I trying to say? Essentially, I don't really have a great excuse, except for the fact that I was literally in the eye of the storm that was work and then getting sick and then navigating the two and completely honing in on work in an unhealthy way that ultimately led to me kind of neglecting everything else about my life. So yeah, let's go one thing at a time. So when it comes to my work, I can kind of talk about it now. It's not like I'm gonna dox myself or anything, but I was working at a call center, a contact center. I was basically annoying people, trying to sell them stuff. And at first I really enjoyed it, not the sales part of it, but I really was into it as far as like, oh my god, we're helping people, like this is great. But unfortunately, over time, it's not that I stopped believing in the product itself that we're selling, because we were selling, or I was, because they are still doing it, but I was selling solar panels. So obviously they work and they exist, and people can save money on their electricity bill by having solar panels, obviously. But we were kind of told to exaggerate just how much people were actually gonna save, and we were very much instructed to yeah, to exaggerate and to make it seem like it was a better deal to people than it actually was. So obviously that over time, the more, the more I learned all of the things, the less I sold. Unfortunately, well, the good thing is that this is a learning experience, and I love that for me. In the beginning, I was still streaming, I think. Um, I wasn't probably streaming as much, but I think I still got a couple of normal stream weeks in there before I fell into the rabbit hole of work. And I don't know when this started because at the beginning of this job, I was very like, there were hard lines on like, work is happening from 9:30 to 3:30, and then anything after that I couldn't give less of a damn. Like, I'm going home. I'm not gonna do, any overtime, anything of the sort. Unfortunately, slowly but surely that changed. It started with me staying like half an hour here and there, an hour here and there, taking work home and like calling clients at like 6 p.m., 7 p.m., or whatever. And hi, Non Triangle, good to see you. Welcome back. I've missed this so much. I'm kind of catching up on what I've been up to and such. 6, 7. Yeah, get it out of the way. Get it out of the way. Get it out of the way. In any case, I was bringing work home and it wasn't healthy anymore because all of a sudden, the times in which I would probably be streaming, watching TV, playing games, doing literally anything fun, I was working. And this is not to say that I was working like all the time, every single day, but those things, doing overtime a few times a week, bringing work home a few times a week, that slowly but surely builds up into like a bigger snowball. And the frustrating thing was that it wasn't necessarily bringing me more results. So, that happened. In the first month, I did end up getting some clients, but none of them actually fell through. Like, all of them fell through, actually. None of them went through with installing the solar panels that we were selling. But the first month was fine. However, the second month, I literally closed no clients. And a couple weeks ago, on the 23rd, I want to say, let me get my facts correct. On the 23rd, on a Friday, basically an hour and a half after I was supposed to get off of work, I get called into a private meeting. And I get told basically, and mind you, I don't know how legal any of this is, but this is what happened, so it is what it is. I was brought into a room and I was basically told I had two options. I could either stay for the remainder of the month, which was just like an extra week, and if I made 2 or 3 clients, I would get paid. And if I didn't get any clients at all, I wouldn't get paid anything. So, or the other option was for me to leave then, get paid some amount, and just leave, I guess. So I was so shook by the idea and the concept that this was all of a sudden thrust upon me. All of a sudden, I was in the hot seat. I was the one who had to make a decision. And so I was so shook and tired at this point that I was just like, I'm, call me later. Or they were like, I understand. I'll call you later today with a decision. Hey, Sin. Yeah. Capitalism, it's ugly everywhere in the world. I hope that you're doing well, friend. It's so good to see you. So, mind you, I was under the belief that if I didn't get any results by the end of the month, I was gonna be let go. So I was under that impression. I just didn't realize it was gonna happen a week before and that this decision was gonna be put on me. So the rest of that day goes by. I don't get a call from my superior. I don't remember if I tried calling them that day, but the same thing happened on Saturday. So nobody called me on Saturday. I tried calling them. They didn't pick up. On Sunday, same thing happened. And then I send them a message on WhatsApp because that's how you know I'm European. And I tell them, like, it's Sunday night. I need to know what I can expect tomorrow. Have you made a decision? And this individual, this son of a gun, I'm trying not to cuss. You know what they tell me? They say, oh, I'm down with risking it. Yeah, because it's not your money that you're risking. Yeah, because it's my paycheck you're risking. Yeah, what do you... Yeah, we can risk it. What do you mean we? You're getting paid. and there's a chance I won't. So what do you mean you're down to risking it? I'm not. So I tell them, like, I don't want to quit, but, like, it's too big of a risk for me to work a whole month without getting paid. To which they say, this is all via message, by the way. So, like, I don't even get a call. It's not even an in-person meeting. And they just message me back. Like, all of a sudden, they were, unreachable for this entire weekend. Suddenly, Sunday night, after my message pops through their notifications, so quick with it, and they were like, well, in that case, this is done. Basically, that's what they said. But in that case, we're done for. And I was like, oh, okay. You could have just done that on Friday and not waited for me to stay later than I was supposed to, because then I wasn't able to say goodbye to anyone properly. So he could have, like, 3:30 could have popped around and he could have been like, hey, it's a wrap, babes. Like, nothing happened. And you know what the kicker is? The 31st comes around. Guess who hasn't gotten paid anything yet? Me. So I leave a week early. I basically get invited to quit. That's essentially what happened. The 31st comes around. I don't get paid. So naturally, yesterday I sent an email to the HR, to whatever external company takes care of the HR, because they surely were very quick to send me the documentation about me being let go or whatever, or my, it was like my training contract being, like, done for or whatever. So I emailed them yesterday being like, hey, what about my payment? Also, I want a copy of my contract. It's been 24 hours, crickets. So, I'm gonna be busy this week trying to get my money. And doing what needs to be done. So that's what I've been up to over the last couple weeks. Honestly, last week I didn't do shit. Last week I was like, I need a week off from the drama and the bullshit and the shenanigans. So I was done for. And that just goes to show that it's not worth it. Don't get consumed with work. Whatever your hard lines are at first, don't let them get swayed. And don't get swayed into the conversations of like, you know, the motivational talk of like, you know, the more you do, the more success you'll have and all this stuff. It's like, I think the major thing that I learned over this last job. Also, I'm looking down, Sin, because you just gave me a great idea to take some screenshots because I haven't, and I need to do that. So let me quickly do that. Take a couple screenshots. Make sure everything is well documented. So I've learned a few lessons. Also, I want to hear those stories, Sin. If you want to share them either in chat or privately, I am here for it. In any case, yesterday was when I started getting back on track. So I created that little promo pic for the return of the streams, and I'm back into the stream, you know, dipping my feet into the streaming lake, and really excited about it. And yeah, it's wild what can happen when you just get like sucked into this like rabbit hole. Like all of a sudden I didn't really have a life. I wasn't streaming. I was meant to like look into like university courses and things like that, and I didn't do any of that for like the entirety of January. It's like I only existed to work. So I don't like that, and I don't plan on repeating that, and I recommend you don't do that. Minor moment, you were posting about something. You went to look up a tabletop thing you did back when, and I was in it. Oh my god, my tabletop era. I do miss it. I'm looking into like a couple like local things to partake in. But yeah, I do miss tabletop. Unfortunately, if anyone wants to do anything on Twitch, I'm not allowed on there because I got wrongfully banned. That's a whole other thing. That's a whole other can of worms that I cannot even. But yes, a few lessons to take away from my story. One, make sure that you have a copy of your contract, because I don't have a copy of my contract, so they could have fully lied to me. So yeah. Anyways, get a copy of your contract. Take your contract home before you sign it so you can read it over. You can maybe show it to somebody who, you know, is like a lawyer or understands stuff. Don't move your red lines. If your boundaries are not doing any overtime, not bringing any work home, all of this stuff, then never move them, because the more you move them, the more the company will thank you for it. And in the end, it's not worth it, because last I checked, I'm unemployed. So it was not worth it. So don't you do it. Okay? Don't you do it. And I guess that's the main thing. So I'm basically starting yesterday. I'm just kind of redoing life. I'm just getting reacquainted with everything, streaming. Last week I actually started playing Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced. Pretty juicy. Very good game to play while you're listening to podcasts and stuff, because there's no voice acting. So that's been cute. And yeah, I'm like back into like watching shows, reading more often, all of that stuff. So it's nice to live again. Although I will say I didn't particularly miss like posting on socials. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't hate that. Although I did miss seeing y'all. So, hey Jam, ding dong. Oh my god. Yeah, don't cause any problems for yourself. Sin, don't do it. But yeah, it's unfortunate. I'm gonna with the Twitch thing, I'm gonna keep waiting it out. I don't remember when my last attempt to getting my account back was, but I'm just gonna keep waiting it out. Every month I look into the appeals page and see if I can submit another one. So the second I can do so, I will. And I already have the full VOD in my last full VOD in Google Drive, so I can link that in my next appeal. See if I can get that going and hopefully get my account back. We'll see. You recently moved to a new city with roommates, and a couple of weeks into the new year, you got laid off. That sucks. That sucks, Sin. We hate to see it. We hate to see it. As a, recently unemployed gal, I feel ya. I am so sorry that you were put into that happened to you. That sucks. I missed you too, Jam. I missed you too. I missed you, Sin. I missed everybody. I missed streaming. I really have. Oh, severance package. Ooh, sounds nice. Haven't gotten paid shit yet. Yeah, these companies, corporations corporating, their stock dropped and all of the partners pulled up in your DMs. Okay, iconic. Also, what if I tell you that the company I worked for literally is partners with like one of the biggest companies in Portugal? And they do this kind of shit where they're like, well, there is a chance that you don't get paid anything at the end of the month if you don't get any clients. Hello? What? Anyways. And then their European offices went on strike. We love that. We love that. Oh, we love that. Sweet, sweet karma. We love to see it. Oh, we love to see it. So anyways, I'm back on the job market. I am sending applications and such as. So wish me luck. Keep me in your thoughts. I also this month I did this cute little thing. I guess, I mean, I don't mind really showing it. Oh, the green screen is kind of messing it up. I got this idea from Pinterest of doing like a bingo, a February bingo board. So basically what you do is like you do a 5x5 table thing. And then you fill it like, you know, a bingo card, right? And you fill it with like objectives. So like for me, it's like getting a job, streaming at least once a week, watching 5 movies this month, selling games, donating clothes, going to the cinema, like just like essentially a bunch of stuff in a little board. And then as you do it throughout the month, you get to like circle things, and it's like cute, and it's not like a to-do list necessarily. And it's also a good thing for like if you're doing like what is it called, time blocking. You can like look at that and be like, okay, I guess I could watch like a movie in the next 90 minutes. I guess that's a cute little thing I can do to work towards like my little list of bingo. So that's cute. Yes, we love Karma. A fresh hibiscus lemon tea. Delicious. I want. Hey, Cash. How are you? It's so good to see you. It's so nice to see you. It's really, really nice to be back, y'all. It really is. Also, do you enjoy my pixelated room is back. I literally dusted off my green screen to do this. I literally dusted off my green screen to do this. Also, I got a mullet, y'all. Do you like? I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. I love it. I love it so much. My hairdresser really snapped with this. Yeah, the pixelated room is back. I have my girlies here. Yes. You know what? Pinterest, and I looked up like wavy haircuts, and like a couple mullets pulled up, and I was like, oh wait a damn minute. Oh wait a damn minute. And then I showed it to my hairdresser. He was like, oh, yep, that's what we're doing. Yep, exactly. So, that's what we're working with. Very excited. And also, I made it a goal for myself to, like, this year, every time I go to a hair appointment, before I leave the appointment, I schedule the next one. Because what happened just so that y'all know, I haven't gotten a haircut since maybe August of last year. So I really let myself go if I don't force myself to make the commitment. So I already have the next one scheduled. Is it in March? Yes, absolutely. Is it too in advance? Maybe so. However, I'm making a commitment to show up for myself and to make myself look cute. You know what I mean? Anyways, love everything. So, do you like my chopped hand if I extend my arm this way? But yeah, it's really, really nice to be back. It really is. And I didn't really know what to do today. But I figured that, for the first stream back, we can just have a little catch-up session talk about what we've been up to, maybe our New Year's goals or objectives or anything of the sort. Just a little catching up session, and then, you know, next stream on Thursday I'll pick up a game and do something in that regard. I really did miss y'all. I really did. Yeah. Your goal is to finish a project, any of the hundreds of project ideas you have. Yes. That is a big one. That is a very, very big one. Let me actually pull up, because I am... One of these days, when I was still employed, I actually made a list of 12 goals / wishes for this year. But that is a big one, because I am somebody who... a lot of the times I start things and don't finish them. So that is a big one. Actually, one of my major goals for this year is to actually make a song. I want to learn how to do it and then make a shitty little song. Just for myself. I want to do it. I want to do the whole process from beginning to end. Maybe not even release it, but I want to do it. Okay? I've been delaying that for too long. Your goal right now is to not cuss someone out or end up in jail. That's very valid. Extremely fair. Yeah, people are wild. People are wild. Yeah. Oof. Yeah. Bad. One of mine for this year, I kind of mentioned it briefly, but it's to attend like a board game meetup kind of thing locally, to like attend like a game night or something like that, where, you know, they accept, you know, little loners, little newbie loners like me. So I can, you know, make friends and hang out with people and bond over nerdy shit. So that's a big one for me. A gentle February. Yeah. I'm in the same boat. I'm in the same boat, Cash. My January was a shit show. I started, like, the month of January started with me on a high. Because, you know, I got paid on the 30th or 31st. So I was like, ooh, yes, I got my first salary. January is going to be even better, babes. There was like a work gala. That was like a whole day long, mind you. It was from like 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. And it was mandatory. So I had to buy a nice little outfit. And I had to basically endure. It was like a wedding. It was like this fancy little place with fancy little food. There was like live music. There was this guy that's famous here because he like deciphers people. So he like decodes like body language and all this stuff. So he gave like a talk. There was like oh my god, what do you call it? Like a table talk? Like, what do you call it? A round table. There was a round table with like a couple CEOs answering questions, and it was like work related, so low-key we were like dying on the inside. And then there was like an award thing, so like they were giving out awards to the best of the company, and it was like a whole self-indulgent ceremony. Essentially, it was essentially a major company circle jerk is the best way to describe it. So yeah, there I was. But yeah, I started my year like that. And then by the end of January, I was invited to resign. So, and I haven't gotten paid yet. So, hey, that's life. That's the range of life. In 1 month, I lived a whole year, babe. Oh, January was rough. January was rough, divas. Yeah, I was like, mandatory. I'm gonna have to buy like a fancy little outfit. Thankfully, sale season, like beginning of January, things are on sale. So I was able to buy a nice little outfit under $100, 100 euros. So it was nice. But yeah. Could you... that sigh came from deep within my soul. As it was like coming out of me, I was like, whoa. I felt that, like, my soul needed that. But you know what's the good thing about all of this is that I've been in therapy. It hasn't been a year since I've started therapy. However, let me tell you, having a therapist through these ups and downs has been lovely. It's been lovely, gal. So, shout out to my therapist. Yeah. Anyways, so any more goals from y'all? I already mentioned going to the hairdresser more frequently. Absolutely. I want to go on a date this year. It's not asking for much, is it? It's not asking for much. But I want to go at least on a date. A singular one at least. It's on my list. It's on my bingo. It's on my bingo. I want to do it. I installed a dating app. It's called like Boo. It's like Ghosts. It's like Tinder, but it has like a personality test to it. It's like a whole thing. I don't know. I'm just gonna put myself out there. Right now, in order for me to achieve the goal of going on a date, I am just gonna put myself out there. I'm gonna be on the apps, and I'm gonna see what happens. So there's that. You know what? This year, I just want to try to experience a full range of experiences that one can have and not hyper focus on work or streaming or content creation or anything of the sort. I just want to live, laugh, love. That's not really the conclusion I wanted for that sentence, but you know what I mean. Oh my god, yes. Live, sleep, and have a boo. Wonderful. That's, you know what? Perfect. What else can one really ask for in this economy? Girls. You know one thing, this hasn't happened to me in a long time, because unfortunately since the pandemic, this was my first job back into like having a regular job. And this is the closest I was to being fired, because every other job I had, I was the one who quit. And it sucks to get fired, but not in the obvious way of like, oh, I lost my job. Like, in the way of like when you have a job, you make mental plans in your head of like what you want to do in the future. And like, so for example, I had this thing of like, oh, you know, if I end up staying long term in this company, I'm gonna sign up for a gym membership. You know, like little things like that where you kind of start making little plans in your head of like, okay, if things keep going this way, I can do this. And then all of a sudden it just gets squashed. So that's a weird thing. Like this like weird grieving that I had to do and I didn't realize that I was gonna do. And I really did go through all of the different stages of grief at different times over the last week. So that was something. Also, hello, Daily Dose of Dark Web 666. I don't know what you are talking about, but I didn't see anything. So I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, oh yeah, should I also mention I was sick for most of January? Oh yeah, I was also physically sick. I was also sick because my parents got sick around Christmas, and guess what? A week later, there I was, sick. Did I go to work the whole time? Yes, I did, because it wasn't bad enough for me to stay at home. However, it was annoying. I got sick, and then I got better, and then I got sick again, and now I'm fine, finally. So yeah, all of that turmoil, I was also sick. So thanks, January. That was very kind of you. I really appreciated that. Anyways. So, also the weather has been disgusting here. And I'm part of the lucky ones. Some of you probably saw this in the news, but like Portugal has been hit with like back-to-back like depressions, like storms, whatever they call them. So it's been causing for like a few regions in the country to get like major like floods and stuff like that. So I do not have any room to complain about anything whatsoever, because there are people who are like with no power for the last like week or so, people who lost their homes, lost their jobs, lost whatever. So I'm in no place to complain. And you know, if anyone happens to be watching and you're from Portugal as well like me, I'm sending you all of the love, and I hope that you're safe, and I hope that you're okay. Because yeah, it's not just me who's depressed, my whole country is. So yay. Collective depression, love that. Not really, it's not good, it's not fun, you guys, it's not fun. And also, this is not even mentioning everything else happening in the world, because even though I haven't been posting, I've been seeing what's going on. I've seen the ICE shenanigans. I've seen the Epstein Files shenanigans. I've seen all of the bullshit happening in the world. And that also hasn't been great. So we really need a shift. Okay? I'm just saying, like, dear 2026, please give us anything good, something, just a little something good this month. Like, please, just a singular, like, source of, like, good news for the whole world, just for once. I am so tired of going through and experiencing and witnessing like major world events. Like, I would love to have like a major world event that is good. You know what? Like a good thing. Good news for everyone. Wouldn't that be great? For once. Please. Anything. God. Anyways. In any case, I am really excited to be back into the swing of things. I will not lie to you all. I don't intend on having one specific schedule. So I may listen, I love this like Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday thing, so I'm gonna do it for as long as possible. However, I'm not gonna guarantee you that I'm gonna do the same game like all the time, or that I'm gonna do a game a day. Like, I don't really know. I'm gonna be 1000% transparent with y'all. Yesterday, when I was gonna make this week's schedule, I opened the previous schedule file and I got overwhelmed. I don't know why. I got overwhelmed looking at all the different games that I was doing. I just got overwhelmed. So I was like, I am not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry to say, I'm not doing all of that. So I don't know what you'll be able to expect on Thursday when I stream again. But I will be here. I'll stream. But I cannot, for the life of me, guarantee you anything in particular. So whatever I'm in the mood for that day is what's gonna happen. So if it's like PS1 demos, PS2 demos, if it's like Digimon, some other bullshit, I will do that. I will decide the day of. So I hope that y'all are fine with that, because that's what I'm doing. So so that's essentially what you can expect for this week is expect the unexpected. Because I don't know. Also, I have a Lego set. My mom gifted me a Lego set and I haven't built it because I wasn't sure if I was gonna do it on camera or not. So time just went by and it's like been over a month because she got me the set for Christmas and I haven't done it. So it's like one of those like cute, it's like what is it called? Is it like I think it's a plum blossom? Yes, it's the plum blossom Lego set. It's very pretty. So I want to do that. I don't know if I'll be able to. I don't know if I have the setup to do that. But that might end up becoming a video. I don't know. Okay? So if that's something that you want to see on a video or a stream, let me know. I'm not sure if that's a thing. I may do that on my own, to be honest. I don't know. I'm also trying not to make everything about my life into content. So one good thing, like this year I haven't posted short videos at all. You probably noticed that. So because of that, I don't feel the urge to like everything that I do, I need to document it. I need to post, I need to film, I need to take photos of it. So that's been very nice. But I do want to find like a good balance between like showing some parts of my life and some, you know, things that I do offline, and also, you know, clips from the streams and others like original videos as well. Like that's something that I'm pretty interested in as well. So, yeah, expect the unexpected from the Ruby Boot channel. And that's basically the motto for this year. Just expect the unexpected. That's also another thing. Like, when I eventually get another job, I don't, if for some reason I'm unable to stream as often, I want to at least have like videos coming out. So that's another thing that I got lost in the sauce. And I want to fix that. Like next time for my next job, my next obligation, I want to at least film something once a week. Like if at most I can film like a video a week, then I will do that rather than, you know, not post anything for a whole month and basically ghost y'all, which I felt really bad about, to be honest. So yeah, I'm coming back into the swing of things. We're dipping our toes in the waters of streaming again. Oh my god, the water stream. Cause like stream, like live stream, but also like a stream of water. Like cute. Anyway. Anyway, yeah. Dipping back into streaming. So it might be a rough transition. Expect the unexpected. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I may play the same game for a whole month. I may play a different thing every time. I may not play games sometimes, like today, and I might just yap for like an hour. But whatever it is, I hope that y'all are here for it. And I hope that you enjoy whatever I'll have going on. And I hope that, above all, I hope that throughout this year, we'll get to share a lot of lovely memories together, and we'll get to share wonderful news about our lives to each other. So I'm hoping that, you know, I hope that by this time next year, we're gonna have a whole list of wins for all of us, a whole bunch of stuff that we're proud of. And, you know, it may be February, but we're still in the first quarter of the year, whether you believe it or not, because January felt like 3 years, but we're still in the beginning of the year. Just because we've had a rough start doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean that we can't slay our way through the rest of the year. And it doesn't mean that we can't get back up, because we're alive, so we're gonna keep falling and we're gonna keep getting back up. So we're gonna do that shit together, and we're gonna do it all together. We're gonna keep each other accountable for all the things that we want to do, all the things we want to accomplish, and all of the bullshit that we go through on a day-to-day basis. We're gonna keep sharing that with one another, and we're gonna laugh at whatever circumstances, ridiculousness our life throws our way, and we're gonna be here for one another. So I'm really happy about that. I'm really, really happy to be back streaming, y'all. So I hope to see you. Specifically this Thursday, I'm gonna be streaming something. I don't know what yet, but I'll figure that out. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. and the next couple days are fierce and juicy, and we're gonna keep in touch, okay, y'all? I'll be back on Thursday for more streams, longer streams, shorter streams, gaming streams, music streams, IRL streams, bullshit streams. I don't know. And that's the beautiful thing about this thing, is that we can do it all. River streams, tear streams. Thank you so much again. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for this genuinely warm welcome back. I didn't have any expectations for this stream, and I won't have any expectations for the streams to come, but I am so grateful and so happy for this wonderful reception that y'all have given me. And yeah, let's kick some ass this year, okay, y'all? Let's do it. See you on Thursday, and stay juicy. I missed saying this. Bye, stay juicy.